Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 4 of this senior housing. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to start level 1, and here we're going to continue working on this. But first, let's click on this door, type in CS, and add a door right here. And then let's add in a curtain wall right here. So press escape, click on architecture and then wall. And then after the wall, click on the drop down and click curtain wall. Let's add a curtain wall right here and then right here as well. And we just need to pull this back. And then after that, go to modify and cut geometry, wall first, then curtain wall, and then curtain wall. So now that's selected. And then we already cut this. We can then go to 3D, and as you can see, we have this in 3D. We're gonna pull this down a bit, so roughly around 500. So I'm just pulling this down, and as well as the front. What we could do is we could just copy the align, so AL, and then align this one as well, so that everything is in the same level. Press escape, and then now we could go to architecture and add in curtain grids. So I'm gonna first add it in the midpoint, and then midpoint again, and then midpoint here as well. I'm gonna do that at the back as well. So midpoint here, and midpoint of the haft. And then we could add in the one at the top, so it's around, I'm gonna do around, so for this one, I think this is still big. Yeah, I find it still big. So what I'm gonna do, maybe half of it. Yeah, I'm gonna do half of the halves as well, and half of this as well. And then I'm gonna add one at the top, around 1300 from the top. And then here, I could then just add it and click on this and 1300 as well. And then now it's all leveled. Um, After that, click on mullions and all grid. Let's add in a mullion right there and right here. After that, as you know, we already have um, curtain wall doors. So what you have to do is just put it around in the middle, so the cursor of the mouse, and uh, click on tab, and you will have the panel selected, and same thing, you just need to change that. And the orientation, we're gonna do that later on. So here I'm just gonna go over and then change it as well. And you want to make sure that this is undefined so that you can see the door handle. And then after that, go to level 1 again and change the orientation. So I'm just changing the orientation right here, and this is good enough. I'm happy with this. And what what I can do here is I could extend this as well. I want to extend this wall. So I'm going to get this wall, extend it like that. I'll make sure that this is around that, and let's add in the door. So I wanted to add the door going this side. This one's good. So now this is done. We could add our stairs. So I'm gonna add the stairs right here first, the one in the atrium. So click on stairs, and after that, click. So we're gonna select create sketch, but before we click that, we need to change this. So our desired number will be 24, and the actual trend, let's change this to 400 if we can. So it's saying that it needs to be 275, so it calculates itself from level 1 to level 2. So we could just leave it like that, and then after that, create sketch. So once you click this, it will ask you to create your boundary first. So let's create our boundary by selecting radius arc, and here I'm gonna select this endpoint to this endpoint, and then after that, create your arc, and we're also gonna create it on the other side. So our boundary, after that, select your arc. So we have two green arc, that is our boundary, and then after that, you will need to create your riser. So we're gonna click riser, and then pick line, and as you remember, we change it to 24. So now we need 24 riser lines. So I'm gonna click this, 1 2 3, and then 4 5 6 7 8. We need a landing, 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, another landing, 17 18 19 20 21 22 23, and then 24, and then press escape, and then we just need to extend this a little bit. It doesn't need to be connected to the boundary line. And then after this, you will need to create your stair path. So click stair path, and then select radius arc again. I'm gonna select it from the midpoint, and the midpoint right here as well at the top, and then we just need to select the midpoint for the arc. After that, you can now click finish, and let's look at it again. So click finish, and let's look at it at 3D, and then as you can see, we have our stairs. So you probably want to know why it's different from yours. So what I did is I'm gonna select the railings first. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna select this again and edit type. And what I did is I changed the stringer to closed, and then after that, I selected all of the stairs again, and then edit stairs. I selected the stringer itself, edit it, and change this to 1800, and then you could change the material. So I chose glass clear acrylic. press OK. And then also, what I also did is I remove the riser. So what you need to do is go to construction and click the three dots here. And what I did is just uncheck this. Also, you can also check this if you want. It will look nicer as well, having a mid support. So that's for you to decide. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna uncheck that, and it will look like that. So one thing that I forgot to do is actually I'm gonna select this and edit type. I'm gonna duplicate. So I forgot to duplicate this. This should be lobby stairs. So I forgot to put this or duplicate this. So now, um, so if I check this one, I need to go back and change all the things that I changed from the lobby stairs. So that's my mistake. So I'm gonna change this back. So I'm gonna put riser, click apply. This should be closed, and then I believe the height should be around 300 only. This should be 300 as well. So I'm just making sure that everything is in default again for that regular stairs, and this is the same stairs, so we're good with this. And then offline I'm just gonna create another one of this, but I want to point out that if you try and do a mirror, sometimes it will create an error. So might as well just do this manually here again, similar to what we did here, so that there's no problem or error. And then after this, we could just create this stairs. Um, for the other stairs, you can just do it um, yourself. I'm gonna show you one here. So what you could do is you could click stairs again and make sure this is the one that you have, not the lobby stairs. And then level 1 to level 2. Let's change this. I have this one at, I believe, 12 only. And then let it calculate itself. Actual trend, change it to 400. And then here you could just create this and also this. And then you could extend this a little. Extend this one on the stairs, not here. Because if you change it here, it won't follow. So if you do it like that, it won't follow. So might as well use this, the stairs. And then obviously when you're doing stairs, it should be from your building code. So depending on where you live, building codes are different in terms of riser and the calculation of riser and trend. So I'm just gonna do it like that for now and click finish, and we have stairs here added. So we have it right there. And then this one is going up to level 2. So stairs again. Just gonna do this. So I'm gonna calculate how many stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So you could just put this one at 24. Click apply. And then for the, so you could change that one to 300. And then you could click run and click it there. Make sure to skip because we have a landing here. Skip again, we have a landing here. All the way there. And then after that, make sure you widen it from the stairs, not the landing. Okay, so let's widen this up to the wall. And then click here on the stairs, widen it like that. And then let's widen this as well. So I'm happy with this, and we could click finish. And then make sure you do this part, and also the lobby stairs. So for now, we're done with level 1. We could go now to level 2, and then here we could start adding walls. But first, let's check what's the thickness of the wall. So we could put this one at 300. This one is 200. So I want to check it again here. So this one is 300. So we could do 300 all throughout. 300. I'm going to press escape. And then I'm seeing the underlay. So here, make sure that you have none for the underlay so that you don't get confused. And then here, I know we could just do 300 all throughout, and then probably 200 for the interior, and 200, yeah. So let's do 300 all throughout. So architecture, wall, and then we could do first floor wall exterior, and then edit that. We could duplicate this. This one will be second floor. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I have different walls for each floor, just in case that we're gonna change it or we're gonna add assemblies. And then after that, make sure it's going up to level 3 only. And then here we're gonna select, or we're gonna edit the thickness. So this will be 300. And then we're gonna select exterior face. And then we could start selecting this walls. So same idea from the rest is to get it from the wall. For this one, I'm just gonna go over this. I want to make sure that this is just straight. I don't want to give it some um, space there. So just go over. So the difference now is we have um, rooms here. So here I'm just going to add a wall right there, another wall right here, and then here actually I'm pressing escape, and then I'm going to extend this like that, and then click wall again, and then here where I'm gonna start another wall, click it there, there. So actually those ones that are, it looks like it's over the wall, it's the windows that we're gonna create. That's why it kind of confusing. So we're gonna do that later on. This one will be there. Over there. Here we have a small notch. So we're still gonna do that. So this one is the design of the building. Notch there. Okay, so another notch. Here, let's just go over here and do this. Another notch here. So it's a big building and it's taking a while for us to do. So Just a quick story that this is the senior housing that me and my partner in my school. Um, his name is Isaac, and we did this together. So it's basically required to have a partner when you're doing some project, and this is the one that we did as well. As you know, he also finished school with me, and he's one of my best friends, and we did this together. Um, and as you remember, he also designed the one house that from the Philippines, and he asked me for that rendering as well. So here, let's just click it there. So when we did this before, we started with an AutoCAD file, similar to what I um, gave to you guys and what we um, link here. And then from there, we were able to design this. Usually for 3 months, you're just designing. Um, so one semester, one design, and this is what we came out. Um, I can say that we did a good job. We got a good grade, and maybe I could show you guys what we did. Um, in some ways, I'm gonna change the design, um, but we'll see. So now we finished the exterior. We need to do the interior now. Um, click wall, and then here we need to change this to a 200 millimeter wall, interior wall. So let's just copy this, edit type, duplicate. This will be for second floor. And then interior wall number 1. And 200 for the thickness. That will be fine. And then let's start adding some walls here. So I'm gonna add a wall right here. Make sure it's level 3. Um, I'll do wall center line for this one. I believe this will be easy enough to do. I'm gonna connect this to this wall. So it's all the way. I know it's getting confusing now because there's a lot of lines. But once we do this, we could just copy it going above. The only changes that we have is this lobby, atrium. So that's why we have different levels for 3, 4, and then 5. So now let's keep on working on this. I don't know how long will this video will go, but you can follow along knowing that you have this file now. You could just keep on creating yourself, but still, I want you to follow with me. So on the left wing of this building, as you can see, most of the rooms are bachelors, and the other side, we have one bedroom, two bedroom um, rooms. So that's the change of that. I believe when we did this, there's a requirement. So there's always a requirement that you need a specific amount of rooms for this and that. So that's why there's a lot of rooms like that. So now I have this. We could add something like that. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.